Hi, welcome to Toussaint Warrior Trials. My name is Ade Toussaint Richardson, your host. Today I'm recording in Pound Ridge, New York. It's beautiful out here. I love being in nature. It's a little windy, so hopefully that doesn't compromise the audio too much. Um, Today's theme is sort of becoming aware of that seeking energy, that energy that is constantly looking into the future, looking into what's next, what's next. It's almost like if you ever dealt with addiction, it's like, where's the next hit? Where's the next dopamine hit? And there's that sort of feeling, that angst that you get within the system that's like, that craving that starts to take place, and the mind starts running, how am I going to get this, how am I going to get this, and then you get what you want. It could be the drug, it could be the Big Mac at McDonald's, it could be something related to something sexual, whatever it is. It could be the next YouTube video that you're scrolling on your phone. You get it, and then there's this feeling of not being satisfied. Maybe for a split second you're satisfied. But I think what happens is the more that we do it, the more that we are we are kind of active in this seeking energy, um, and it's not fulfilling that sort of craving, that desire that we have inside. The more that we start seeking, we have the 10th cookie, the 20th cookie. We just more and more bring out the Haagen-Dazs ice cream, or whatever it is. Scroll through the internet looking for the next hit, the next hit, the next hit. And so the question is that I ask myself, because I do the same thing, I'm sure most of us do, is what am I running away from? What am I running away from? And it's usually some discomfort. I don't feel comfortable in my skin, or with the feeling. A lot of it is the feeling of the unknown, of uncertainty. A lot of times this seeking energy just becomes a habit, and it becomes what we know. So we know that we find a little bit of comfort in the knowing. I get up in the morning, I pick up my cell phone, I scroll, I look for the next funny video or the next whatever. But then at a certain point in the scrolling, you feel this you feel this in your mouth, you feel it when you have, like, at first you get that hit, it feels good. But then after a while you get that taste. It's like when you're eating a bunch of Oreo cookies or candy or whatever it is, whatever you like. That first few, it's like, the taste buds are dancing, and it just, it tastes so good. And you just keep seeking it. You keep more and more and more. And then you get to a certain point where it just doesn't taste the same, but you can't stop. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like it gets thrown out of balance. I don't think, like, having cookies, having sex, whatever it is you like to do, having a drink or whatever, that in and of itself, I don't think is negative. But there comes a point where, you know, it becomes moving away from the source from which that feeling of peace, that feeling of well-being, that's where it is. The source is within ourselves. And it's important to realize that when we are seeking, where we're constantly in that seeking energy, we're just moving away from the source of that well-being, that place of joy, that place of what they call Satchitananda, that place of happiness, bliss, and awareness. This place from where that contentment, where that sense of well-being is already here. It's already within us. I think in some ways we're looking for that in the Oreo cookie. We're looking for that in the drugs. We're looking for that in the relationship, or in the relationships could be really helpful to kind of help us to evolve and grow and reflect back to that place. Actually, everything can be, if we look at it in that way, if we use it sort of as a mirror to look back at who we are. Um, and I guess this is one way to do it. So when you're in that seeking energy, what you can, when you notice that you're at that point where it's insatiable, nothing's working, and you're feeling dissatisfied, is to take a step back. Just do something different. As the neuroscientist Bo Lotto says, instead of going from A to B, don't even go to A. Just stay at that place, because stay where you are for a second. Let the feelings, the discomfort, explore what they are, explore what that is, what that really is, what's beneath it, what are we trying to get away from, you know? Um, what is the emotion there? Is it a fear? Is it feeling not good enough? Is it feeling anger? Whatever that emotion is, go into it. Find the source of it. Where does it reside? Go into it and feel the energy of it. Feel it in the body. Be with it. And notice that when you are aware of it, notice that you are the awareness that is aware of it. And so by giving that part attention, you're sending love to yourself. That's the energy of love. Love can be thought of as attention. You can think of it as when a young child is crying, maybe they hurt their knee and they come to you, you know, you don't run the other way. You or you don't say to them, don't feel that way, don't cry. You just allow them the space. You give them the attention, the love and attention. You might hold them. You might clean the wound if they have a wound. But you're giving them attention, your undivided attention. You're being there with them. And you're creating a safe space for that child um, to kind of come into this sort of reset in their own nervous system. If they're feeling overwhelmed emotionally, they don't have the conceptual framework that we have to deal with this stuff. So when you're just giving them like a safe, loving space to feel what they're feeling, and then they can come into this balance, this harmony within themselves. So we can, if we offer that space without judgment, that's the most important thing, not to give them the idea that it's wrong to feel this way. And I know many of us make this mistakes, especially as parents. I certainly do. So it's, you know, if you can imagine giving that to a child, we give it to ourselves. And so by being with ourselves in that way, then that our nervous system, that sort of fight, flight, freeze response, which is activated and causing us to self seek, to seek for something to get away from this feeling, to feel good, when we can sort of rest into that and be with that, then the sort of heightened stress that the nervous system that is really triggered and like I need, and then we can, okay, I can be with this. I can be present with myself. I can be present with my emotions. I can take a breath. Okay, I can be here. And then When we're able to do that, then we can use our intelligence. Because when we're in that reactionary reactive mode, then we're not really using the full capacity of our intelligence and our wisdom. So what we can do is when we're calming down the nervous system by just allowing the body to do the work, and we're just there with it, supportive love, giving it what it needs, taking some breaths, drinking some water, eating some healthy food instead of the Oreo cookies. Then it becomes a conversation about self love. Then we can start to maybe relax, get some rest. What do we really need? Does our give our eyes a rest from the social media, the constant eyes looking at the phone, the constant electronics and stimulation coming through the eyes, it's just given so much for the brain to filter. So, given all of that, and which affects the nervous system, which affects the way that we sleep, which affects our stress levels, which affects how we interact with our world and with ourselves. It affects us physically, it affects how we eat, it affects so much. And so, the simple practice of when you notice you're in that seeking energy, just, okay, don't go to point A. Stay where you are. And then bring the attention here. See what's here. And from there, the intelligence that is there, you don't have to force it. You don't have to like look for any of the answers. It's the next right thing that you need to do will come. What's the next right thing? Maybe it's just taking a breath. Maybe it's sitting outside, enjoying the nature, going for a walk. Maybe it's, hey, I haven't gone to like really spend some time with the kids. Maybe sitting down with the kids. Um, Maybe it's just sitting down, just feeling the sort of peace, the feeling of well-being that is naturally here with us. Um, you know, and there's things that we can do preemptively to to help create, a sort of space for that. It's a good routine for me to have some sort of gratitude list, something I'm grateful for in the morning. Maybe I'll do some tapping. If you're familiar with acupuncture, it's similar. You tap certain acupoints, and there's a bunch of videos there, and that kind of helps with the nervous system. Meditation, if you're into meditation, exercising. There's different things that can be done to help support the sort of that sort of muscle to pause, that pause muscle to, okay, I'm gonna, you know if we're jump out of bed and go, our first thing is to go to the phone, which I'm guilty of oftentimes, then it makes it difficult. That just forms the habit. So there's a lot of things you can do as well. Anyway, I'm not saying anything that you all don't know. I'm sure there's so much information, so much knowledge out there nowadays that people know that people know this. So I think that's the end of the talk for today. I'm going to, if you want to stay on this video, I may make it into a separate video, but we're going to do a very short, sort of 5 minute meditation practice. And I'm just going to kind of sort of improv this meditation and just see what comes up. And because I'm out here so beautiful, I figured it'd be nice to do that. So everyone, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Take another deep breath. One more deep breath. Now, wherever you are, sitting, laying down, just notice the feeling of if you're sitting, notice your butt on the chair. Notice the weight of your body on the chair. Realizing that you are being supported at this moment by the chair, eh, which is a really beautiful, loving thing. The chair is supporting you, not asking for anything. Sometimes we don't realize that we are in relationship with people, but we are in relationship with objects as well, what we call objects, like the chair. So notice the chair supporting you or wherever you are, if you're standing or, if you're laying down, notice what is supporting you at this moment. How does it feel to notice that? Are you thankful for that? The chair is allowing you to rest. The bed is allowing you to rest. In some ways, we need the chair, and perhaps the chair needs us as well. So there is this interdependency. Let's bring the attention to the nostrils, just noticing the inhale and exhale going in and out of the nostrils. You may notice the sensation of air going in the nostril and out of the nostril. We're not trying to control the breath or alter it in any way. We're just noticing, just being aware. And just like we're not trying to control or alter the breath, we're not trying to control or alter ourselves. Just be as you are at this moment. Not trying to be a meditator, a spiritual person, a this, a that, or anything. Let go of all desire to become this or that. Or just be willing to let go of that desire. Now let's bring our attention to the sounds. If you're in a room, you're outside, whatever sounds are there. Notice that the sounds are happening within your awareness. And sounds are coming, arising, and falling within awareness. Now let's turn our attention to the feeling sense of I. This I. The feeling of I. You know you are. You say, I am this, I am that, I am Jack, I am Susan. But just turn your attention to the feeling sense of I minus whatever name or whatever thing you put after it. So I am Ade. I'm going to get rid of the name Ade and just I. Where does that I point to? I. Just feel that. Not even I am, just the I. So now slowly open your eyes. And that's the end of the meditation. I'm ending it a little short because it's starting to rain out here. So, what you can do is stay with that practice, stay with the I. Keep going deeper with it. Just stay with it, stay with it. And, comment below what your thoughts are. Let me know what you experience. Take care. Be well.